Hey, what's up guys? We're here for another What Sold video. This is everything we sold. I can't even remember. It might even be the weekend and past 5 days, 7 days, I don't know. I also have some footage I'm going to put in. I just came back from the thrift store a few minutes ago. I found a vintage AC/DC single stitch concert shirt. There's something you don't find every day. I found a mint with new with tags, Gusta like polo shirt. So I'll throw that in the end too.
Let's go now. Mom, this goes to it. This goes to it.
But anyway, hey, let's see what we sold. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. Let's see what we got. We sold a Tom Baker. We sell a lot of Tom Bakers. He was Doctor Who. But this was one where he's, I believe it's this one right here. So he put Tom Baker, Doctor Who, and Bendy, or Bendu, or something. It's from Star Wars Rebels. I saw a bunch of these. This one here he added the Doctor Who, so I added $5 extra. So there's one like it without the Doctor Who. And it's only 30 bucks, and this was 35. I ended up paying about $9.99 for this, and we sold it for $34.99. Sold it Mark Morton. Let's see. Well, you know what? I believe we sold this Earnhardt Intimidator shirt. We paid $1.99 for it a couple weeks ago at a thrift store, and we sold it for $49.99. Let's see if I can find this Mark Morton here. Here we go. Pretty sure it was this Kellogg's Mark Morton. We paid $1.99 for it at a thrift store, and we sold it for $24.99. Picked this up the other day and listed it. It's a Daniel Boone Complete Series. We paid, I was going to say we paid $2.99 for this at a pawn shop, which is a steal. Had all the seasons of Daniel Boone. And we sold it for $64.99. We sold a Wilson Rod Woodson jersey. We got a couple bins here. I'm not sure which bin it's in. It's a Browns. It's not looking like it's going to be in this bin. Let's look in here. You know what? We sold this. This is a Logo 7 Raiders jacket. I know you can't see it very well, but it was nothing special. We got this in a trade at a flea market probably a year ago. We have about $20 in trade in it. So that means we probably have about $8 cash in it maybe. But we sold it today for $49.99. So that was a good sale. All right. This Woodson jersey's got to be in here somewhere. Is this it? I don't think so. It's a Rawlings jersey. I think that's a Terry Bradshaw. Here we go. Here's a Woodson jersey. I'll have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's it. It's a Woodson Wilson jersey. I think we paid $5 for this. It might even have paid $7. I think we might have paid up for it because, oops. The Wilson jerseys are pretty nice. They're vintage. What do we sell this for? We sold this one for $37.99. I knew it was going to bring us pretty good money, so I didn't mind paying up for it a little bit. Sold a Share Live CD. Well, you know what? Let's do this one next. These CDs are so hard to find. We sold this Quarter Flash CD. We paid 50 cents for it at Peddler's Junction. We sold it for $21.49. So make sure you scan these. This was a smooth. You want to look for these smooth cases here. That means they're older and like first prints a lot of times. So if you find that smooth case, most of them are going to have little ridges on them. Like, let me find one that has I have a lot of smooths in here because I've been buying a bunch of old stuff. Here we go. I'm not sure if that comes. See how there's ridges in there? That means it's a newer CD, like from 1990 some and up. If they're nice and smooth like that one, that means it's probably like early 90s or the 80s, like late 80s, or, but you want to look for those. Those are the more expensive ones. Sort of Black Sabbath cassette tape. I think I actually splurged and paid $1 for this just because I knew it would sell pretty well. And we went out and bought replacement cases. So these are brand new cases. Replacement cases cost about 50 cents, so make sure that you're only putting them on, you know, ones you're getting over like $12 or $14 for. They're not really worth replacing the cases for. But we ended up selling this for like 13 bucks, and we paid $1 for it. We sold a Monty Hale. I can't remember if it's in this binder or not. I guess we'll find out. I don't have them in complete alphabetical order. I just have them like the H's with the H's. Just makes it a little bit easier. There we go. Monty Hale. I think I bought this on eBay for like $2 or $3 or something. I sold it for 12 bucks, so I didn't make a lot of money, but I just wanted it gone. Sold a Chet Atkins. That's Chuck Berry. That's not what we want. Chet, there we go. This was used. We bought this at Peddler's Junction for $2, and we sold it for 16 bucks. Okay, we sold a welding jacket, and I have no idea what I did with it. These are my jackets. I think it might be that one right there. I'm not sure. Let me get it down and check. All right, when you have as much stuff as I have, and you haven't done this for, I listed this a long time ago, probably, I don't know, 4 months ago or so. It was new with tags, welding jacket, lightweight. I think we paid like $2.99 for it, or we might have paid $1.50 for it. I think it was $2.99, maybe half off. Yeah, it was half off because I knew it wasn't going to go for much. And we ended up selling it for like 30 bucks. It's probably going to have to go priority, but I'll put it in one of these. If you guys don't know this trick, like here's a Dale Hart Senior youth jacket. This jacket fit in one of these. These only cost $6.49. If I would send this to California, just regular priority, it'd probably cost me $10 or $11. So I can save $5 just by putting it in one of these. So that's a pro tip right there. Save a lot of money using these. Well, the anime seems to be doing well. We don't have that many left. This is one of the, it's more of like the adult anime type thing. It's a Sailor Moon spoof. We bought this for $2 off a guy that was going out of business at the flea market, and we sold this for $18.88 used. He sold a Cool Mo D. I remember him from back in the day, man. He's a rapper. I said, there it is. I'm glad I didn't have to look very long. I hate looking for these CDs. I paid $1.50 for this at a thrift store, and I sold it for $19.99, and it was used. Okay, That Thing Called Love DVD. That Thing Called Love, there we go. It's got a Sandra Bullock in it. I had never seen that movie around before, so I figured it'd be worth something. Picked it up for $1 at a pawn shop, and we sold it for $18.88. You guys might remember I bought all these saw blades. Originally he was selling 200 saw blades for 20 bucks, but we ended up getting them for, I think it was like 70 or 80% off. We ended up paying about $4 a box or a case, and we ended up buying 11 cases of them. So we spent $44 for 20, I think there's 200 per, so we got 2,200 saw blades for 44 bucks. So far, this is our second lot that we've sold. We're selling them 5-count lots for $29.99. So we've sold 2 of those so far. All these saw blades are paid for the first 2 lots. I have nothing in any of these saw blades anymore. All right, guys, that's what I really like to do. I like to buy, big lots of stuff and get the stuff like really cheap. That way you only have to sell like 1 or 2 lots out of that huge lot and pay for it. Like basically, I've sold 2 of these lots now for 60 bucks. It probably cost me like $20 to ship it. So, you know, I probably made $40 off these 2 things I made. I mean, they're just like 5 little bow saw blades. I have a little poster tube. I put them in. It'll probably cost me, I charge $20 plus $10 shipping. So it'll probably cost me like $9 to ship it. So when you think about it, you know, I've made $40 now. And I paid $44 for the 2200. If you divide that by 5 divided by 2200, I can't remember how many it was, but I figured it up. It was like $13,000 if I sold every single lot. And like I said, all the stuff's already paid for now. Keep an eye out for that kind of stuff where you can just do bulk. And like I said, now I have like 500 lots of those, you know, 5 count lots of saw blades. I have to list once and just put a quantity of like 500. And like I said, I never have to touch them again except to ship them out. So those are your best bets when you can find really big quantities of stuff. Kind of like those superhero guys that I had. I was selling them for like $11 a piece. I still have a few, but I paid 50 cents a piece for them. I had to list them once and then do quantities of like 100 each. So it really takes no time except to ship them. And it just takes a few seconds to ship them, and you make money every single time you sell them. And like I said, when you only have small amounts into that kind of stuff, it only takes a couple of them to pay for them, and then all the rest of them's profit. I talked to a guy that did Amazon, and he really kind of sold me into this stuff, you know, buying big quantities of stuff. He's a pretty massive seller. He sells millions and millions of dollars worth every year. But, you know, he was telling me some of the stuff he does. He goes to auctions and buys big closeout lots and big, you know, closeout buys on stores going out of business and stuff. And, you know, sometimes I just look at that like, why would somebody want that junk? Because it would just take so long to sell because, you know, it's so much of it. But like he said, you buy it cheap enough, you have it sold, and the first couple lots and all the rest of it trickles out. Who cares if it takes you a lifetime? If you sell 1 a month for the rest of your life, you have nothing in that, and it takes hardly any space to eat in your warehouse or your office or wherever you're at. And like I said, every month you're making $20 on that item that you have nothing on. So you have 100 items like that that's making you $20 a month. I mean, that's like $2,000 extra a month that it's costing nothing. All the stuff's already paid for. And like I said, you're just making an extra $2,000, not even doing anything. You listed it once, you're just shipping it out. So, all right, guys, let's get back to it. Luckily, I check all my stuff before I leave because I don't recall picking that share thing I was looking for earlier, because I jumped over it and found a few other ones first. But I was just sitting here going through all my stuff. Haha, knew I didn't do that. Anyway, we picked this up for $1.50 at a thrift store. I tell you the truth, I really wasn't going to pick it up, but I ended up getting on half price day, so I got it for 75 cents. But I wasn't even going to pick it up because I just figured it'd be worth about $5 or something. But for some reason, we sold this for $18.88, so I'm glad I picked it up.